Hello Aquarius, how are you doing? So I was recording your video, I went all the way through and I was like, yay, I'm finished. And then I looked back and only had 11 minutes, okay? So this is part 2 of your video. That's happened for several videos for some unknown reason, okay? So I was at the King of Shells. The King of Shells had, so we were dealing with the masculine energy at the initial part of the reading. This Prince of Roses, okay? And Prince of Roses is not a very settled masculine energy. So what happened was that he started to mature for some reason. For some reason, your commitment didn't come into being. Like, there's a relationship that almost started but didn't quite start, so you're not intimate with each other. So this masculine energy here, he was more playful, player-like. Initially it could have been about moving, but now this masculine energy is maturing more, so now he's more envisioning a life with this feminine energy here. This feminine energy has had multiple issues going on, maybe in her home life. The Cancerian energy is kind of more about domestic home life, okay? So in spite of all the chaos going on around her, the Queen of Shells is trying to adapt as best as possible to the issues that probably are out of her control. So for some reason, I'm not sure if that's what's driving this masculine to, I guess, want to be a more marital energy or to try to get the relationship started, okay, or more intimate. Okay, so the masculine went from fire sign energy here, which is kind of like, it's kind of more so, I'm passionate about this, I'm going after it right now. That's what I want right now. Okay, the visionary is kind of like more emotional and more like, I really want this. I know I have to work hard for it and I'm going to care for it because I'm an emotional person, okay? Although not, this King of Shells is not always emotional in a good way. Sometimes it's emotional in other ways, okay? But so then he shifts energy pretty quickly into King of Gems energy, okay? So it was about his emotions, so he's getting feelings, okay? That could be a good thing, or trying to be helpful. Here in King of Gems energy, I think he's thinking about his money, okay? And so I'm not sure. When I did this reading the first time, everything seemed to at least flow. Sometimes it's a little confusing in the middle, but at the end I'm like, yay, I'm glad I understood what was going on. So I don't know if this will read the same as the first time, okay? So we have a masculine now that's maturing from fire sign energy into his emotions, into like, I mean, this, I want it all. I want my family, I want my home, I want my job, I want my friends. He kind of wants everything. So he's taking a leap of faith here, okay? What is he taking a leap of faith toward? Okay, recall in the previous part of the reading that you didn't see on this video, the Ace of Roses reversed is about a relationship that's not becoming intimate, or some type of situation that's not becoming intimate. And I think the reason why the video cut off, because I was speaking about contracts with leases at the initial part of the reading, but now for some reason I'm doing the love part. So I don't know why the first part is about like moving and then the second part is about relationships. Okay, so maybe you guys were supposed to hear the relationship part, not the rental or whatever the case may be, your lease agreement or whatever else. Okay, so now there's a leap of faith being taken. And so here we have the Nine of Roses in the reverse, okay? So some situation has taken a very long time to get settled or situated. Somebody's tired, okay? So, and we're dealing with the masculine energy, so I don't know if this relationship took a long time to get off of the ground. And so it's as if this masculine, wow, we have a lot of clarifying parts. So this masculine, it's like he's tired of fighting maybe for this relationship, okay? And let me make sure my video is still recording. Great. Okay. So here we have the Devil card reversed. So there's some type of temptation coming toward the masculine energy. And I think I figured out what it was, but I recorded the first part like 2 days ago or a day and a half ago. So so it was interesting. Let me see if I figure out what it is, okay? So I'm going to read the clarifying cards. There's a couple. So here the masculine is trying to move to calmer waters, okay? So recall that he was in Prince of Roses energy. So he was very playful, young, not really thinking about long-term and marriage, I guess at first, or not at least staying with one partner at least, okay? So, or it was about a move, okay? So now he's thinking about moving to calmer waters. He's thinking about investments. Like, what am I putting my energy and my money into? Am I going to get a reward for it in the long term? Okay, So here we have the Six of Pentacles. So I think he's ready to make an investment with someone. He wants to give to someone else to help be supportive. Let me make sure it's a love reading, so I assume it's about love. He wants to celebrate. Like, I don't know if he wants to celebrate his love and shout it from the rooftops. I'm not sure. But it's something that he wants a commitment with, okay? And so the moon. So there's something hidden in regard to this situation. In regard to intimacy, okay? Knight of Wands. Somebody is not stable. Okay, it's showing that somebody's going to be in and out of the relationship. Okay, here we have a female energy. So there could be a baby's mother involved here. And so I'm not sure if this Knight of Wands is reflecting this Prince of Roses energy here of not being stable and maybe jumping in and out of relationships, or if it's explaining the behavior here of the baby's mother in question. Okay, so I think that this masculine is feeling a heavy burden because I guess he's unsure. So it's actually kind of so I don't know if the temptation. So he's saying, is he tempted to get in a relationship with someone for status or for, I don't know. It could be for status, it could be for money, for power. Okay, so it's a temptation coming before him, but he's scared that it won't be stable. So it's almost as if the partner may be reflecting his energy, maybe. Now, his energy may not have been going after status, money, or power, but maybe that's what I'm not really sure. One of you, Aquarius, either yourself or your cross watcher, that could be a situation that one of you are dealing with, okay? So the next card is the Queen of Gems, okay? So the Queen of Gems is reversed. So this is interesting because what it's showing is that, recall here, the King of Gems is in the upright and he's like, I'm settled, I'm stable, I have everything I want. Maybe he just wants love. But for some reason, the feminine energy here, some situation has turned her upside down, and so she's not in her most optimal state, okay? But she probably is working on her money, but maybe she's overspending. She maybe has her household together because we saw that earlier in the first part of the reading on another video. Where even in spite of obstacles and issues, she was trying to make things happy, okay? So I don't know if the obstacles and issues are what have her in the reverse position, but in the reverse position here, it's almost like she forgot to take care of the people, but is taking care of the household or something like that. So I think the masculine may be nervous because he doesn't know what he's getting into. The feminine might have been nervous because she saw that in the masculine before, like he was going to take care of himself as opposed to maybe taking care of her at the initial part of the reading, okay? So maybe both parties are somewhat confused. The masculine seems like he wants to take a leap of faith though, okay? But it's almost as if the feminine, let's see what she said here. Okay, there's a bunch of clarifying cards here. So, but with her in the reverse position, I kind of wonder what is she saying with that. Maybe she's saying, give me a minute, let me sort myself out first. Okay, let me see what the clarifiers are. 10 of Roses, oh my. So I don't know if she's thinking, well, this is a lot of stress. They both are thinking the same thing. They're thinking that there's a lot of stress in getting into a relationship, okay? Or this new contract. So the new contract is either a new place to live that may be causing some type of issue, or it could be just a new relationship, or it could be both, a combination of both, okay? So there are many clarifying cards here. So here we have the King of Pentacles, which we saw this energy already here. So that's the masculine that we're talking about. And so here we have Justice, okay? What is the justice that's coming in for the masculine? Okay, so the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is, he is going into battle for something. Let me see. Justice, okay. So the King of Pentacles, he has almost everything he wants. He's just trying to get love in his life, okay? When he does get love, he probably will be in love with his wife because he's upright, okay? So the Justice is, he's ready to go into battle for what he desires. It has something to do with like marriage or a contract. Okay, but there's some type of adversarial energy. It could be that more work needs to be put into the situation. It could be that somebody's trying to take something. Maybe somebody's trying to take their stuff and leave. I'm not really sure. Maybe somebody's trying to take somebody else's things and leave. One of the two, okay? And this is in regard to a contract. Let me look at these one more time. So the justice here is about a contract, like a marital situation. Is someone taking their stuff to leave in regard to a contract? Somebody wants to, because I'm not sure it would have shown this card in the reverse. So maybe perhaps somebody wants to be out of a contract, or more work needs to be put into a contract. It's one of the two. Okay, so there's a feeling of defeat in regard to a maybe marital contract. It's because of a lack of work by one of the parties. Either more work needs to be put in, or I can't recall the other thing I just said a while ago. Or somebody's just taking their stuff and going. Okay, so now here we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So here's a friend, like, Okay, so I think that's explaining, that could be explaining, This is from the feminine's point of view. And so she's saying something is a heavy burden. She's saying, I see what you're going through, to this masculine. So he's going through some type of issue there, but he's trying to be a friend to her, okay? So let me see. That's what it seems like. She may be confused. She doesn't know what this masculine is coming to her for. It seems like he's coming to her for friendship or something, like to be a supportive friend. Okay. So here we see the 10 of Gems. So from the feminine's point of view, the supportive friend is, I don't know, I'm not really sure. Maybe this is a roommate, a housemate, because it seems like we're talking about at least a contract or something like that. So maybe perhaps a feminine may be attaining a housemate, a roommate who is a masculine energy, and maybe he's gone through stuff and they're friends, so they just end up moving together, so it brings in extra finances into her home, maybe. Okay, so here we have the 5 of Wings. So the 5 of Wings is, there's some type of defeat in regard to this situation. And the reason why is because there's some type of secrets. And I have a couple clarifying cards. So what are the secrets here? Okay, sorry, wrong card. Okay, so the King of Cups, which is the masculine energy, okay? That's his emotional side, his Scorpio side. Okay, the High Priestess. So this masculine energy has learned some lessons, okay? He's following his intuition. Oh my, so in King of Swords energy, what is going through his mind at this time? He's a little bit cold-hearted at the moment. Maybe. Let me see. He wants to be by himself. Like it's weird. So this relationship, I don't know if it's a relationship or a friendship. It seems like it was initially supposed to be a relationship, but it seems like it's not like a sexual relationship. Like you guys are just housemates, roommates, something like that, okay? Or just friends who are sharing finances or sharing a living situation which helps somebody's finances. So here we have the 4 of Shells. So the 4 of Shells is about, let me see, that's 4 of Cups. Somebody's bored. Somebody's resentful. I'm not sure the reason why. This is from the feminine's point of view here. And it has something to do with like celebrations. This seems weird. Okay, it almost sounds like quarantine energy has you stuck somewhere and you're bored. Like, okay, you do have a housemate now or something like that. You guys are not intimate, so you want to like go hang out. Is she going to hang out to go find someone who is going to be romantic or something? I'm not sure. So what it's showing is that the Wheel of Fortune is showing luck is increasing in the feminine's favor. Okay, so for some reason she's upside down here. And I'm not sure. Sometimes the Queen of Gems is in the reverse position because something is going on with her children, and we did have the Emperor's card show up. So maybe something's going on with her children and it has her feeling down. So it's almost as if she wants to go out and celebrate. And I'm not sure if whatever the issue is that was a negative situation is the reason why there was no intimacy, okay? So it could have something to do with the pregnancy or just children in general, okay? So here we have, okay, so Temperance. Temperance is saying like something is being overdone, like somebody's celebrating too much. Somebody, I don't know. So she was sad initially, and then she wanted to like get out of the house and have some fun. And so maybe she had a lot of fun, okay? And then all of a sudden it's like temper down, okay? You can't party that much. So, so the next card here is the 6 of Gems. So the 6 of Gems is about charity, okay? So is she ready to give to someone else now? This almost seems like time and energy and love. It doesn't seem like money, okay? So it could be money, but I don't think that's what it's about. Okay, so now the Four of Gems here is about she wants to stay secure. I don't know. So I don't know if she's giving money into a new lease situation, giving money. I don't really know because it seems like she's partying. You have to calm down with the party and now you have to give something. It almost seems like, okay, the relationship partner that came in, like you got over your worry and your concern, you got over the problem and the chaos. Now that you had fun, now that you got back into your rightful energy, it almost seems like the masculine is asking for love. It almost seems like, okay? But for some reason, the feminine is still like holding back. That's what I see for Aquarius's energy for June 2020 in love, okay? So maybe that the break in the video, the first part, was on purpose because it read differently the first time, okay? I hope you guys appreciate my reading. If you do, please like, subscribe, share, or comment, okay? Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, I didn't press the stop. I still didn't press. I'm trying to stop the video.